Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Pickford High School Gymnasium, where tonight, one of the premier matchups on the high school basketball schedule for this season has finally arrived. It is the St. Ignace Lady Saints, 5-2 overall, 2-1 in Straits Area Conference play, here to visit the Pickford Lady Panthers, 5-0 overall and 3-0 in the UP Conference play. Starting lineups for both teams currently being introduced to the matchup between a pair of top 5 programs in the Upper Peninsula. St. Ignace, number 4 in this week's UPSSA poll. They are in Division 3. Pickford, the number 3 ranked team in the UP's Division 4 poll. And an honorable mention, the last team just on the edge of the honorable mention category, just a few votes shy of the top 10 in the AP state poll tonight. Should be a fun one. Glad to have you along with M123 FM and the UP Sports Network in partnership with Pickford Public Schools here tonight, allowing us to come in and provide their video feed for this big clash of heavyweights. It has been a game and a night potentially here tonight on the home floor for the Lady Panthers. That has been 4 years in the making. This is a storied group of Lady Panthers. They've built themselves up. They've gone through the battles. They've emerged as contenders, and now the big hump standing in their way is a black and gold dynasty in the St. Ignace Lady Saints. I want to thank our sponsors tonight, O'Connor's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Skinner's of Pickford. Lady Panthers in the whites with the purple trim. They'll go right to left. St. Ignace in the black and the gold. Going to be a big-time matchup here tonight. Both of these teams were undefeated, double-digit wins when they met a couple of years ago here in a highly hyped matchup that St. Ignace steamrolled their way through. Pickford has been one of the very best programs. They've beaten just about everybody in their path except the Lady Saints in recent years, and Allie Schultz gets the ball up the floor, and the Lady Saints lay it in. Jillian Frazier with the first bucket. Back inside, no good. Ball tracked down, Kennedy Guiled. Runner, no good. Rebounded, tied up a jump ball. Your Skinners of Pickford players to watch tonight, a pair of players who just went over the 1,000 career point mark. Allie Schultz for the Lady Saints, All-Stater a year ago. She's committed to go to Ferris State in the GLIAC, and Kennedy Guiled for the Lady Panthers. 1,000 career points. Both of those players did it in their team's games over Newberry. Guiled now the all-time leading scorer for the Lady Panthers. She was the co-player of the year in the UP Conference last year as an all-UP and all-stater. But Guiled will travel there, whistle back to the Saints. They lead it 2-0 with 7:04 to go here in this one. Bennon shows some pressure. Saints break it, no problem. That is going to be a big part of this matchup. Both teams are going to want to press. Both teams are going to want to push the tempo here in this matchup. Get to our keys to the game from O'Connor's coming up in our first stoppage and play. Open three, bank is open, and it is good for Madison Therms. Lady Panthers go on top 3-2. Entry into the block for the Saints. They'll kick it out and work it around. Here is Schultz, top side. Nice step back. Open three is good as she crossed up Therms and buried the shot. 5-3 Lady Saints. That one too hot to handle and out of bounds. Substitution here for St. Ignace. Heidi Dorenbecker will come in. They will also send in Helena St. Ange Kissinger, who had a huge game off the bench in the Saints win over Engadine earlier this season. She's a sharpshooter, adds depth to the guard position. St. Ignace not as loaded with top-end talent as they have been in previous years, but still somewhat deep. That's got to be an over and back, and it is. Another change. We'll see the Saints do this often. Right before the ball gets inbound, just to kind of hold everybody up. Riley O'Rourke will come in. Man-to-man. Skip pass to Guiled. She'll spin to the right. Drive, hard dribble, shots blocked. And then the putback is blocked. Schultz can't believe it. She's not going to get the foul. That's going to go on Jillian Frazier. Doreen Ingalls didn't take her long, 1:59, and she's already red hot. Allison Cece into the game for the Lady Saints. No changes for Pickford. Coach Christy Thermos going to go with Madison Therms, the junior, and then this great group of seniors, Lucy Bennon, Lizzie Story, Kennedy Guiled. They have also got Cadence Podizak Jr. in the starting lineup, another junior. And a travel on Schultz. No, foul. We'll call that one on to Lucy Bennon, the senior. Helena St. Ange Kissinger came in, played about 4 seconds, went out, and now comes back in. Lady Saints with the basketball and the lead 5-4. 5:44 to go here in this opening quarter of play. Man-to-man defense. Now a little 2-3 zone. Pickford thinks that they can challenge the shooters of the Saints, and Schultz buries it. Great ball moving around the top for Allie Schultz, who may be a Player of the Year candidate in the UP again this year. Schultz off the steal. End-to-end. By herself. Splits them. Blocked out of bounds. St. Ignace contingent is none too happy. Double team in the post. Schultz denies the pass. She'll come get it. NBA three is short. Rebound here to Story. Lizzie will spin out. Avoids the trap. Left-hand side. So quick. So low to the floor with the dribble. Firm shot no good. Story the rebound. One dribble. Back up and in for Lizzie Story. 8-6. The difference early on has been the three-point game for the Lady Saints. That one skipped across, kicked around, top side. NBA three for Schultz. Short again. Long rebound. She comes all the way out and gets it. She'll drive, off balance. Free throw line jumper. Madison Therms with the foul there. 4:32 to go here in the opening period. Lady Saints on top 8-6. First free throw, good from Schultz. St. Ignace, uncharacteristically low offensive totals, just 50.4 points per game. That's good enough to win on most nights. They're hanging their hat on their defense. 3 times held opponents under 20 points, giving up just 27.4 points per game. Pickford comes back the other way, trailing 10-6. Bennon, left side three, won't go. Rebound tipped around. Gathered, outlet. Now it's tied up. Jump ball and the possession arrow to the Lady Saints. Pickford, their stats and averages, 63.8 points per game. One of the top scoring teams in the UP. 32.6 points per game. That is a point differential of 31 per game. One of the best in the state. And they've scored 65 plus 3 straight times. High school girls basketball winning point average is somewhere normally around 50. Turnover by the Saints. 4:03 to go. Opening quarter, 10-6 St. Ignace. Cross court inbound to Guiled. Little head fake and drive. Great bounce pass. Story. Shot. Short. Saints control the boards. Allie Schultz will work the left side. Schultz down the middle. Schultz splits them. Not a foul, but the call will come in anyway. Reach in. Jeff Clark with the whistle there, and Schultz will head back to the line with 3:51 to go here in the first quarter. Rattled in and out, no good. Go back. Obviously, St. Ignace has done very well, a dynasty here in the EUP. Been steamrolling people for years, but Pickford finally feels like tonight could be their night. Not if they keep doing that. Turnover. Back the other way. Shot out of bounds, tipped. Good job getting back by the Lady Panthers. And we're going to get our first timeout of the night. It's going to be a 30-second timeout from the Lady Panthers, or O'Connor's. Keys to the game tonight for St. Ignace. Lady Saints going to look to play that pressure defense that has led Doreen Ingalls to a Hall of Fame coaching career and her teams to a handful of state championships. They're also going to want to shoot the three. We've seen that early on here. Schultz, couple of big buckets, and they've got to lean on their big game experience. Even players like Allison Cece, Helena St. Ange Kissinger, Heidi Dorenbecker, Jillian Frazier. These are girls who have been on the big stage. The spotlight's always a little bit different, and the pressure's always a little bit higher when you play girls basketball in St. Ignace. Out of the timeout. Drive here for Schultz. Poked away, went to a knee. That's a travel. And they whistle it. Turnover back to the Lady Panthers. For Pickford, they're going to want to lean on this guard core. Story and Bennon, two of the very best. You also factor in Therms. Guild's a good swing player who can post up or shoot the three. Bennon, one of the fastest girls in the entire UP, and all-state sprinter as well. They got to control the pace with those guards, and especially get out and run the floor. This Pickford team, talking with some coaches that have matched up against them, they're just so quick getting up and down the floor that it becomes at times impossible to defend. And that's one thing Pickford's going to look to do tonight. Also, they've got to find some depth. They might not have the best player on the floor. That might be Schultz for the Saints. But between Bennon, Story, Therms, Guild, if they can get Fox going off the bench tonight, they're going to be able to compete with this juggernaut from St. Ignace. 10-6, 3:05 to go here in the first. Lady Saints have led it most of the way. Guild gets a look. Three is good. I remember one of her first breakout games as a freshman, Kennedy Guild, was lights out from three-point land as a freshman in two games that year in particular against Newberry. Kind of put her on the map, and now she's one of the very best anywhere around the region. Inside to Schultz, reaching, foul by Guild. Going to be on the floor. Saints continue to change at every horn. Second one on Kennedy there. 15 foul in the first 5.5 minutes. 2-3 zone. Now they're kind of mixing it up. Nobody got back up top. Drive and kick. They're trying to deny Schultz. It's actually more of a box and one with Bennon guarding Schultz. That one no good. Story the rebound. She'll come up the floor. Can go with both hands. Circles it back around. Getting hand checked the whole way down the floor. Out of bounds and back to the Lady Saints. Double team in the inbound. Saints still find a way. Poked away. Bennon Up to Guile. Kennedy. Oh, lost the handle. Had to flip it back to Bennon. Pickford gets it. Lady Panthers have gone back on top. A quick 5-0 run with 2 minutes to go to push off offensive foul. Oh, the Queen of St. Ignace does not like that one. Doug Ingalls can't believe it. Doreen Ingalls not happy. Doug's going to start working Thunder Dan. That'll be Schultz first. Spin, Story, foul. Doreen Ingalls telling Doug to go sit down. Doug wanted to get his 2 cents in there. Free throw good for Story. She'll get one more. 12-10 Panthers.
That's enough on the track. I've already heard enough.
Dan Bruni, Thunder Dan, has had enough of Doug. Tells Doug Ingalls to sit down. He gave him a warning. Turnover. Knocked out of bounds as Pickford was coming back the other way. When I mentioned the keys of the game of leaning on the big game experience, it's the coaches that are a little flustered here early on in this one. Doug knows he can't say much more to Bruni, so he's going to start working Clark. Guile, deep 3, wide to the right. Rebound, poked away, on the floor, flipped up, back iron no good, but a nice looking shot there. That was Morgan Fox off the bench. Layup no good. Second try no good. Natalie Rybalova into the game for the Saints. We'll pick up a reach-in foul. 1:20 to go. Opening quarter, 12-10. It's got that championship-like atmosphere and intensity in here. Open shot, Story. They all just backed off her. Lizzie with her heels on the line hits the jumper. 14-10 Panthers. Down to the block. Lost it. Rybalova right off the kneecap in the post. Trip up. Turnover. Pass out in front. Fox giving chase. Foul, and the Saints will shoot. Referees have called it pretty tight. At the line for the Lady Saints, Heidi Dorenbecker. Substitutions each way. 23 Riley O'Rourke in for St. Ignace. On the Pickford side of things, they'll come with Anna Prucha. Score is 14-11. Pickford on top, 42.1 to play. Oh, nice outlet pass. Guile in front, lays it in. The old three-quarter court heave. Largest lead of the night for the Panthers. Here up 5, 16-11. Lady Saints may hold for the last shot here. Under 20 to play. Schultz, high side. She's got to move her feet. Starts getting the countdown from Jeff Clark. Drive in. Nothing. Up to half court. Runner. No good at the buzzer. Saints start strong. Lady Panthers end the quarter on a run. It is Pickford 16, St. Ignace 11. In the CUP Conference Showdown between the St. Ignace Lady Saints and the Pickford Lady Panthers. Big thanks to Pickford Public Schools for tonight's coverage. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. Pickford High School Gymnasium, home of the Panthers. Pickford Public Schools welcomes you to tonight's contest. Live video with play-by-play coverage courtesy of O'Connor's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Skinner's of Pickford. First quarter in the book, 16-11. Go back over the previous 5 seasons. St. Ignace, their only UP losses to the Sioux, Rudyard, Calumet, Marquette, and Newberry. And in that same time frame, 5 seasons plus a handful of games here this year, we've seen Newberry have a run. We've seen Engadine go on a deep tournament run. Foul here on Bennon's drive. They're going to call the charge. Newberry and Engadine, as well as Rudyard, have all made semifinal runs deep in the tournament. St. Ignace, of course, has had their way for the better part of the last 20 years. And then, of course, what Sioux High has been doing over there under Pat Bennon. Pickford wants their time atop the throne. And this has been a group that they built around those kind of once-in-a-generation groups that kind of work their way up from the youth level all the way to the top. And it's culminated here in a senior year for their stars, where they are finally hoping that they can become the team to beat and they can slay the beast. This one far from over, though. 7:27 to go in the second. 16-11. Schultz left side triple is good. And then the Lady Panthers turn it over. There's that St. Ignace press. But a game of runs. 5 or 6 early from St. Ignace. Then Pickford with a couple buckets. St. Ignace got up by 4. Nice run by the Lady Panthers to get up 5. And now the Lady Saints right back on the doorstep. 7 minutes to play. Second quarter. Nice transition look here. They'll kick it back outside. Bennon rush the shot. No good. Rebound is brought back outside. They'll reset it. Therms will drive. Kick to the corner. Guiled. That's a great look for her. No. Off the mark and out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Lady Saints. Schultz does it all for the Lady Saints. They're not as deep as they have been, but she's the latest in a long line of stellar talents there. And Schultz is shaken up here. Going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity. Foul trouble mounting on the Pickford side of things. Schultz will be back at the line. This is her 4th or 5th trip to the charity stripe already. Allie hits the first, gets the second. Dad Joel was a longtime coach, first in Engadine, where he led the Lady Eagles to the 2005 Class D semifinals. Allie was just a tot, bouncing around the gym at that time. He and the family then went over to Bark River before winding up back in St. Ignace, where a lot of great players end up. Running bank shot good, 18-15 with 6:13 to go, second quarter. Two heavyweights duking it out here. This boxing one has done a great job of taking away the post. Foul sent to the floor. I don't know how St. Ignace can argue that one. At the line. Lady Panthers will miss the first at Story. 18-15, 5:56 to go. Both free throws no good. Rivalova comes up with it. Kick to the corner. Right back outside. Schultz, no good. I'm willing to bet money on it. Schultz is going to end up being the leading scorer, not just tonight, but most nights for the Lady Saints. Pickford's hoping they can get enough out of 3 or 4 different players to keep up. They might not necessarily have number one, but with Guile, Bennon, Story, if they can go 2, 3, 4 on the score chart, they're going to be in good shape. Story, long three, no good. Schultz the rebound, has 2 in front, gets it up, nice, bounce pass, no good. Rebound put back, good. Natalie Rivalova with the bank shot. That one up, and a foul on the Saints. Rivalova going to pick up the foul there. Will send 23 on Apruchka to the line. 18-17, 5:14 to go, second quarter. Good one here. Schultz races down, finds Helena St. Ange Kissinger. Transition game coming alive for St. Ignace. We're tied up at 19 with 5 minutes to go before halftime. Nice box out inside. Bodies tangled up and going down. Another transition try. Rivalova on the 4th try. Foul. Four misses, but 3 offensive rebounds, and she's at the line. Free throw no good. Rivalova, I believe a transfer. It looks like she could be a pretty good one. Bennon catch and shoot 3, no good. Lady Saints are back on top 20-19. Big offensive rebound and a triple. Madison Therms with the bucket. 22-20. Lady Panthers back on top. Down in the post. Nice skip pass from Rivalova to Allison Cece. No good. We get a whistle and a full timeout for the Panthers. Seniors for the Varsity Panthers, Lucy Bennon, Lizzie Story, Morgan Fox, Chiara Castnego, Anna Prucha. Juniors with some varsity experience, including Therms, a 3-year player. Chloe Cottle. Also got Kaylee Wiltfong, Jaden Crimmin, Cadence Podizak Jr. Not as deep for the Lady Saints this year. Heidi Dorenbecker, Skylar Suchi, Mariana Zaragoza, Jillian Frazier, Rebecca Neff. Mentioned Natalie Rivalova quite a bit. Riley O'Rourke. Helena St. Ange Kissinger. Allison Schultz and Allison Cece. The only other time I've seen St. Ignace this year, I believe Rivalova was hurt when they played Engadine. She's made an impact here, kind of been the second best player for the Saints behind Schultz. Story brings it across near side, right to left for the Lady Panthers. Story spins, kicks, long two. Guild hasn't quite dialed it in yet. Thankfully, she's had enough support. Midway through the second, runner from Story is good. That's going to be a 3/4 court 1-2-2 press, which will allow them to easily drop back into that box and one. Rivalova wedges it. It'll be a tie-up and an arrow. Jeff Clark doesn't have the hops that he used to, so he'll throw a ball up there to get it down. 24-20 Lady Panthers, 3:36 to go, second quarter. Coming up at the half, this week's latest high school sports news and information from around Michigan with This Week in High School Sports from the MHSAA. That coming up at the break. 24-20, 3:36 to go. Inbound, open three, money for the Lady Saints. Jillian Frazier gets them back within a point. Bennon surveys the scene. She is a defensive stopper. A lot of contact on the drive. Ball deflected over. Therms will drive and leave it. Pickford can play patient. Drive here, contact and a charge on Bennon. She's going to have to come out. That's a big loss. Offensive foul turns it over. That might be Bennon's second. Guild's already playing with two. That's her third. So Bennon's going to have to sit for the half. And maybe then some. And she is one of their top defenders. Bodies piled up under the basket. Long three, no good. Terms will drive. Splits. Runner, no good. Entry. Stolen. Fired too far. Open three, they backed off. Too far off the rim. Therms rebound, scoop and score. Doug and Dorian Ingalls both look at each other and shrug. Good hustle by the Lady Panthers. They're back up three. Schultz, skip pass. They'll work it around. Allie will get it back topside, a whistle. Three in the key. 3-second violation. Full court, man-to-man press. Lobbed in. Story starts left, comes right. Oh, mishandled pass on the wing. We'll skip it back and start it over. Guild off a screen. Free throw line. No call either way. Turned over. Therms, big shot. Madison Therms has been a spark plug here in the first. Right back the other way. Step through. Whistle, travel. And now St. Ignace arguing contact. Doug Ingalls, who is not the designated coach, comes way out on the floor. Clark shakes him off, back to the bench. Timeout here, 28-23. The only issue moving forward into the second half, and maybe Pickford's hoping they can open up a little bit of a lead going into the break, but they only have 2 timeouts the rest of the way against a team in St. Ignace and a program that's built on endurance. St. Ignace coming out of that last huddle. They got it a good old-fashioned chewing from the coaching staff. Not a lot of energy. Mike Collins, AD, and Mopman extraordinaire going to come to the rescue. Oh, Mike. Broke the mop. That's why he's not the janitor. Stuck being the AD. Inbound out of the timeout. Guile couldn't get the handle. Took it back though, as St. Ignace can't get it. Two teams trying to wrestle a greased pig. Runner punched out of bounds. Saints will have it underneath. Both of these teams very active with their hands. Playing passing lanes, deflecting passes. They're not afraid to reach and poke away a steal. Bank shot free for Frazier. She's heating up, and the Lady Saints are back within two. Drive, layup. Oh, the right amount of spin for Lizzie Story. Right back come the Saints. Schultz will drive, step back and swing. Three ball, no good. It was Helena St. Ange Kissinger. Rivalova, the putback. Guile's going to get her third. And on the chance for the three-point play, one of the newcomers this year for the Saints looks to keep the momentum going. Guile and Bennon both on the bench with three. This is going to be a huge minute 11 to halftime. Madison, step on the inbound. Those are the little things that pile up when you play St. Ignace. Saints will get it underneath. Three again. Frazier hits a triple. First quarter started with the Saints in control, then Pickford took over. Second quarter, Pickford in control. Now the Saints have taken over. Foul underneath. 51 seconds to go. Two big free throws coming up here for Pickford. It's Morgan Fox, who's now going to have to play starter type minutes with the foul trouble. Free throw good. Free throw, no good. Rebound to Pickford and knocked out of bounds. 46.4. Saints sprint them to the table. Lob was knocked away. Schultz up the floor. She'll keep it. Last second dish. No good. Great defense by the Panthers to get back. Now they run a 2-on-2. Ball poked away. St. Ignace will get it back. Great hustle both ways. Inbound comes here to Schultz. Gets it back up to Frazier. Three triples from her in the quarter have tipped the scales slightly in St. Ignace's advantage, 32-31. Saints may hold for the last shot, 18 to go in the quarter. They try the weave, poked. Now Schultz top side. Good switch. Schultz, 5 seconds, wants the drive, the kick, 3 ball, no good. Put back at the buzzer, no. Another follow, no good, says Dan Bruni. Thunder Dan waves it off. Dorian Ingles none too happy going off. We are at the half. What a start. In the first 2 quarters of this one, 32-31. The Saints on top as we head to the intermission. Want to thank O'Connor's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, also Skinner's of Pickford, and the Pickford Public Schools for having us here tonight to give you the sights and sounds of this big showdown. It's Lady Saints and Lady Panthers from Pickford. We are at the half, ready now for this week's edition of This Week in High School Sports.
A couple of coaches with more than 2,000 combined wins are putting down their clipboards, and a former wrestling coach earns a prestigious honor. It's all next on This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan's Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. I'm John Ross, and welcome to This Week in High School Sports. Maybe no girls basketball team in the state has had a better start to its season than Midland Dow. The Chargers have won 8 games in a row to open the year after going 22-1 a season ago. Last year's lone loss was to Hudsonville, who Dow handled 56-51 at the start of December. Hudsonville is the reigning Division I girls champion. 4 days after that win, Dow knocked off Grass Lake, the reigning Division III champ. They were also victorious over Goodrich in the Icebreaker Classic.
That was really our focus, was kind of getting ourselves battle-tested early and figuring out where our weaknesses might be. And we definitely found the weaknesses, but we were just able to do it with wins.
That was Dow head coach Kyle Tyson. His team is led by seniors Abby Ray and Alexa Kolnitis, who both averaged just under 20 a game. For more on how Midland Dow accomplished this fast start, please check out secondhalf.mhsaa.com. Game balls this week go to Bob Veach. The former Lakewood wrestling coach will be inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame this year for his lifetime of service to wrestling. Veach is one of just 4 coaches in the state to amass more than 800 career wins, and he coached 12 individual state champs at Lakewood. The National Wrestling Hall of Fame is located in Stillwater, Oklahoma. DeClaire's Jacob Recker. Recker had 21 points and 11 rebounds in Claire's 42-32 win over Sanford Meridian. He made 4 3-pointers in the first quarter alone and single-handedly had 12 of his team's 13 first-quarter points. The win moves Claire to 7-1 overall and 6-0 in the Jack Pine Conference, where they now have a 2-game lead. And to Dearborn United's Nathan Holland. The junior notched a hat trick in Dearborn's 6-4 comeback win over Allen Park. In addition to the 3 goals, he assisted on 2 others, including the eventual game winner. The win moves Dearborn United to 7-6-1 this season.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with MHSAA Assistant Director Brent Rice.
It's hard to go to a basketball game and not sit near other fans who are yelling about the officials not calling 3 seconds. The 3-second rule is one of the most misunderstood rules in the game of basketball. The purpose and philosophy of the rule is to not allow a player who is significantly taller than his or her opponent to camp out in the middle of the lane and create an unfair advantage. The 3-second count is in effect whenever an offensive player has at least 1 foot in the lane and when their team is in possession of the ball. That count stops as soon as a shot, is attempted or a try is imminent, and the count cannot start again until there is control of the rebound.
Thanks, Brent. You can be a referee. Just go to MHSAA's website now to register. We end today with notes on a couple coaching giants who are retiring. Bloomfield Hills Marion girls basketball coach Mary Cicerone will be stepping down at season end. Cicerone has led Marion to 6 Class A state titles, the first coming in 1988. And she will end the season with more than 700 career wins, becoming just the 3rd in history to do so. Her Mustangs are off to a 7-2 start in this her 39th and final season. And Blissfield baseball coach Larry Tuttle is also retiring. The MHSAA's all-time winningest coach is stepping down after 55 years coaching high school baseball, 54 of them at Blissfield, with the very first coming at Temperance Bedford. He retires with 1,332 wins and 7 state championships. Tuttle was also inducted in 2015 to the Michigan Baseball Hall of Fame. Congratulations to both Mary and Larry on tremendous coaching careers. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll see you next week.
Back here inside the Pickford High School Gymnasium, we are at the half. 32-31, Lady Saints on top of Pickford. What has been a great ball game, back and forth battle. Neither team is led by more than 6. Both teams have gone on runs to not only erase a deficit of a couple points and a couple of buckets, but build up small leads of their own. It was a 5-point lead for the Lady Saints about midway through the first quarter. When Pickford got hot, they ended up leading by as much as 6 at one point, late first and early into the second, when St. Ignace turned around and went on a run. 2 things to keep an eye on for Pickford here in the second half. Foul trouble. Team fouls. I think we're around 12-13 in the first half. They've got their 2 top starters, Bennon and Guild, with 3 fouls apiece. 2 more and they're done. 1 more, especially here early, could set them out for an extremely long stretch of time that could end up being a big detriment to them. Does Christy Thermos stagger those two? That way they both can't pick up their fourth foul at the same time. How does she rotate them in and out? Does she play them offense for defense? Well, all big questions that the Lady Panthers may have to face, and they may have to do it with limited timeouts. Only 2 timeouts remaining. That's a long way to go in a game being played at this kind of pace with this kind of intensity. You're either going to have to make the decision, do I use my timeouts to rest my players, or do I save them, hope there's enough stoppages on the flow of the game that we can get through to the end and save our timeouts for matchups and strategies at the end of the half. For St. Ignace, Allie Schultz came out red hot. Then it was Rivalova who came alive for them. Jillian Frazier. They've had somebody kind of step up and lead them through every stretch of this game. If they can find one other player to step up and get any combination of 2 or 3 of them going at the same time, St. Ignace could be a run away from getting control of this contest. Ready to go. Second half action. Story, Bennon, Guile, Podazak. And it looks like Madison Therms back out there for the Panthers. Lady Saints going to go with Rivalova, Allison Cece. They'll also go with Heidi Dorenbecker, Riley O'Rourke out there as well. Inside battle. Rivalova floats it up. Therms will pick up the foul. The other Lady Saint on the floor is 21 Frazier. No Allie Schultz coming out of the half. She was shaken up at one point. She's currently down on the bench with the roller, working on her thigh or her quad, maybe pulled the muscle, maybe cramping up a little bit. First free throw, good. Lady Saints up by a pair. They'll look to add to it. Free throw, good. Against the press, Story breaks it to Bennon. Back to Story. Quick trigger 3, no. Offensive rebound, and Madison Therms gets the layup. Therms and Rivalova have kind of emerged as the most reliable sidekicks to the real all-state stars in Schultz and Guile. 34-33. 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. This one looks like it's going to be tight the whole way. That one dead off the back iron. Rebound, Rivalova. That's the one thing that the Saints have with her back in the lineup. They've got a solid post presence. Travel on Bennon. And Schultz going to check back in for Dorenbecker. I have never seen a coaching staff yell so much when things are going so well, but it's that intensity that has built a dynasty in St. Ignace. 3, no good. Rivalova, third offensive rebound. It's led to 2 free throws and 2 putbacks. She's got all 6 for the Saints, and now a steal. Up to Schultz. Bennon tracks her down. Tough play for Bennon, especially with the foul trouble. Back the other way. Guiled all alone, missed it. Got the rebound and scored. She never had a chance to even get back. So quick one way to the other, the players were scattered all over. Schultz. Division II commit to Ferris State. That one no good. Another rebound. Travel. We'll call jump ball. It's going to go back to the Saints. First time tonight that I believe we have seen Skylar Secchi into the game. Elena St. Ange Kissinger back in as well. Quick three, top side, no. Battle for the rebound. Jump ball. Arrow, this time to Pickford. Nice drive and kick out of the press break. Oh, 2-1 can get going for Pickford. That would be huge for the Panthers. 3 for Guile, their second triple of the night. Tied at 38. These two teams stuck to each other. Turnover there against the press. Good job by St. Ignace. They change players like hockey teams do. Constant shuffles. Fresh bodies in at all times. Never let you get a matchup figured out. Drive here. Shot, that's after the shot. Foul. Cadence Podizak, the junior, with the foul. No good there for Frazier. Dorenbecker's back in. Schultz is going to move up and maybe help press. Schultz does not look 100%. She's still a little gimpy. She's working more without the ball here in the third quarter. Thurm sets the feet, shot, no. Rebound, battled, taken, blocked by Schultz, right to Bennett and a score. Pickford back on top. Schultz, like a hot knife through butter, straight to the rim. 40-40. 4:25 to go. They just keep trading haymakers. Guile, triple. No, rebound and a foul. Podizak got away with one last time. Wasn't going to get away with it again. Whistle. Substitution. Pickford will set up the press. No changes personnel-wise for them. 4:15 to go in the third. 40-40. Stolen by Story. She's going to skip it to Bennon. Bennon dribbles out, lost the handle. Tied up. Arrow should be with the Saints, and it is. Four minutes. Midway point here, third quarter. Schultz, Frazier, corner, triple, no. Rebound by Therms, and she gets hacked. So, Dorian Ingalls not happy. Typically the case with things not going the Saints' way. Natalie Rivalova gets the foul. That's her third. So she will join the Pearl Lady Panthers in the foul trouble category. Shot no good from Story. Thunder Dan telling everybody to relax. He was getting yelled at before he even made the call on that one, poor guy. Life of an official, never easy. Dan Bruni's been doing games here in the East End forever. One of the best, in my opinion. Runner, no good. Tipped out of bounds. And he's taking the tough assignment tonight, old Thunder Dan. He's working the sideline. He's got to hear it from both sides. Pickford with the ball. Inbound to Guile. St. Ignace is playing their toughest, at least pressure-wise, pace defensively of the game. No good on the air ball. Rebound, Saints. Nobody knows who's going to take it. Schultz. Doug Ingles about fell over backwards. Blocked by Guile. Lobbed up to Story. Story looks for room. Weaves her way through. Triple. No good. Back iron. That is Bennon with her fourth. She's got to come out. Rivalova is going to come back in for the Lady Saints. Fox will have to come in for Bennon. She's not happy. The emotions are high here in Pickford. 2:48 to go. They've got us locked in a glass box of emotions up here. Quick ball movement. Sachi, quick three, buries it. Saints back up three. Break the tie, 43-40. 2:34 to go in the third. No good. Quick shot. Quick rebound for the Saints. Frazier to Schultz. They'll spread it around. Little shot fake. Long two. No. Rebound tied up. Arrow to the Panthers. Lob comes to Story. Lizzie will work her way. Spins. Right hand layup. No good, but a foul. Lizzie Story. As Doug Ingles asks for better defense. Been a great game throughout this contest. They have been jammed, packed tight the whole way. Saints looking to match their the Panthers. Shot up no good. Saints have matched their largest lead of the night. It's 44-40. The runner. Oh, off of 1 foot just prior to the travel. Lady Saints have opened up a 6-point lead. Bennon on the bench with 4 fouls. Guile, Rivalova with 3 each. Schultz has 2, another key player to keep an eye on. Guile, oh, clutch 3. Back within a bucket for the Panthers. Saints will bring it down. Travel on the quick head fake. St. Ignace fans below us in the box here in Pickford booing. Lob to Guile. Pickford got it back. Therms, no. Trying to put Pickford back on top. 45-44. And now Lizzie Story back at the line. And my goodness, you think St. Ignace is going to finally get some breathing room. Here come the Lady Panthers. Just when you think they're going to get breathing room, here come the Lady Saints. They are trying to establish themselves as the 2 very best. Them along with Rudyard and the Sioux. Pretty good group of teams on the East End this year. Here is Schultz. Long shot, no good. drives, spun it off the front. Somehow these Pickford guards get the offensive rebound. Back iron, no. Therms the rebound. They'll bring it back out. Gonna travel. 32.7 seconds. Guess what? Tie game. Box and one still in effect. Pickford's used that all night with Schultz. Story drawing the assignment now. It came out too far. Oh, Lady Panthers get a deflection. Knocked out of bounds. Drive and kick. Elena St. Ange Kissinger, 3, no. Weak side rebound. Frazier at the buzzer, no. Well, after all we've been through, it is down to an 8-minute game. 45-45 as we go to the third. Want to thank our coverage tonight. First off, Pickford Public Schools, Mike Collins, the AD. Mrs. Bush and the whole administrative team here. Thank you for inviting us over to provide audio coverage with the video feed on Pickford Public Schools Facebook. Dan Hardenbrook, EUP Sports Network, M123 FM. Proud to partner up tonight with Pickford Public Schools. Big game for these young ladies. 45-45 as we go to the fourth. Who's got more left in the tank? Been a 6-point game either way or under the whole way. Saints with the ball right to left. Here's Schultz. Down to the block. Allison Cece will work her way out. Comes way around. Still in that box and one. Schultz has not been as aggressive on the offensive end. Really wonder what she tweaked. She was on the bench to start the half. She was working the roller. Elena St. Ange Kissinger lost it out of bounds, and she's hurt. We'll send both teams to the bench. Doug Ingles asked for help. Just a rolled ankle. I think just a quick, sudden movement to catch that ball that was deflected out of bounds. She's one of their top sharpshooters off the bench. Lady Panthers with the ball. Full court man-to-man with a double team on the inbound. Extra denial for the Saints. Story with it. Gets cut off and spins. Story has Guile. Quick step. Fox, no. Rebound here. Frazier's played a heck of a game. Up to Schultz. Steps through. Left hand good for Allie. 47-45. Lady Saints back in the lead. Seesaw battle. Guile, 3. Corner, no. And now Frazier on the rebounding side. It was 3 triples as part of an 11-2 run in the first half. And now it's the rebounding from Frazier. Good trap there. shot. No good. Saints keep it, but lost it out of bounds. Poked away by Fox. Quarter court inbound. Now they try to post up Schultz. She's directing traffic. There's still box of one here. Poked away again. Quick hands by Fox. Bennon is back in. She's got 4 fouls and a timeout for the Lady Panthers. That'll be their 4th timeout. They will have only 1 remaining. 47-45. It's the Saints on top of the Panthers. 5-0. 5-0 Pickford. 5-2 St. Ignace. St. Ignace in Division 3 this year. That's going to leave Pickford and Rudyard kind of on this head-to-head collision course for the regional round. They can both survive their districts. Tell you what, though, Engadine going to be a tough challenger to Rudyard. Cedarville Detour might not be completely out of it. But St. Ignace up in Division 3, the number 4 ranked team in the UP poll this week, shockingly unranked in the state poll. And that may be fuel to their fire. Pickford number 3 and an honorable mention in the state. Man, powered off the backboard. Thing almost shattered glass. Bennon. Been frustrated with the foul. Swing 3. Tell you what, Madison Therms has played one heck of a ball game for the Panthers. The triple puts Pickford up 48-47. 5:35 to go. Pass was deflected. Madison will circle it out here. Oh, Guiled all alone. 3-ball, money. Back-to-back triples. And from down 2 to up 4. And a timeout for the Saints. 30-second timeout. Four coaches in the huddle for St. Ignace. All asking the same question to 6 different girls in the huddle. What the heck just happened? That's what the Saints are saying. So here we go. 5:24 left in the contest. 51-47. Schultz. Oh, man. A dart on the pull-up jumper. Pickford gets behind the press. Therms, long 2. Right back at you. Oh, man. Pow, pow. They're going at each other. Schultz. She might be ready to just take this thing kind of over for the Lady Saints. She's deferred for much of the second half. 53-49. Panthers over the Saints. Trying to conquer a beast with a group that's worked at it 4 years in the making. And Schultz goes down hard. She'll bite down on the lip and get back down on defense. Inbound to Bennon. Bennon just flying. Leaves it. Guiled. Triple, no. Long rebound to Fox. Pickford can reset. And a travel. Rivalova will come back in for the Lady Saints. No changes for Pickford. 4:16 left here in this one. 53-49. Rivalova will join Schultz, Cece, Frazier, and the last Saint is 14, Mariana Zaragoza. Triple, Frazier again, and we're back to a 1-point game. Pickford got to stay patient. Story drives in, ripped away. Foul, trying to come up with it. Only going to be the 4th team foul on Pickford for the half. 5 on St. Ignace. 3:49 to go and a 1-point Panther lead. Pickford with Guiled, Fox, Bennon, Story, and Therms. Head fake for Schultz, left hand. Leaves it. Frazier, short. Loose ball picked up by the Panthers. Guiled, spins away from trouble. Up to Fox. She'll slam on the brakes. Oh, that's a tough skip pass. And a nice job. Oh, they gave it back. Good. We'll give it to Pickford. Story from the corner. Finds Bennon. Drive. Bennon. Layup. Charge is taken by Schultz. In the restricted area. Schultz was in the perfect spot. Just barely got her feet set. And Schultz is going to need a trip to the old ice tub after this one. She's been on the deck more than once. Saints with it, 53-52. I mean, even without the ball, you can see Schultz directing traffic, pointing players out, waving them over. Heads up play by Rivalova. Throws it off a Panther. Pickford 53, St. Ignace 52, 3:03 to go. St. Ignace has eclipsed their 50-point per game season average. That one tied up and out of bounds. And a timeout. I believe that's it for Pickford. I believe that is their final timeout. It is a 30. From my vantage point here up top, it looks like the illustration for Pickford is going to be some kind of press break, maybe an inbounds play. They wiped the board clean and drew something else up. Inbound from Story. They deny. That to the floor and a foul. Sideline inbound. 2:59 to go. Fourth foul on the Saints. That one tied up. Pickford keeps it off the arrow. 17 fouls on Pickford, 14 fouls on St. Ignace. Baseline inbound for Story. 2:53 to go. Panthers by 1. Story, corner, 3. No. Schultz will bring it up the floor. picked up by Story just across half court. Good rotation. There it goes. It will hang on to it. Timeout, Lady Saints. There's some question. Dan Bruni calls for the timeout. Doreen Engel said, I didn't call the timeout. It looks like Doug did from the far end of the bench. And they blow it dead and give them the timeout. (53-52). Back and forth. It was 45-45 coming into the quarter. First few trips down the floor. Quick back and forth. But now all of a sudden, we've been in a scoring drought for the past couple of minutes. Saints ball just across half court. 2:33 to go. Lady Panthers by 1. Short jumper. Good. St. Ignace back on top. Oh, the force against the press, tied up. Arrow. Lady Saints. What has this journey been like for Pickford? Well, 2 years ago, two timeouts for St. Ignace, one for Pickford. So one earlier must have been charged to the Saints. So that will help down the stretch. 54-53. Allie Schultz looks for the clear out. No help. Good defense by the Panthers. Under 2 to play. 1:52. Saints can take all day. They could dribble out the last 2 minutes if they wanted to. 1:44. Schultz into the weave. She does one thing and one thing only. Runs time and she lost it. Off her foot, out of bounds. Pickford basketball. Down 1, 54-53. It was 2 years ago. Both of these teams here in Pickford were ranked top 5 in the UP, top 10 in the state, and the Saints picked up a big victory. They have not lost to Pickford in this century. Pickford's long. Foul here on Story. Doug Ingles is saying, hey, you can hold it for 4.9 seconds before it's a whistle. Telling Schultz, hey, hold it for 4.9 seconds, then dribble quick. Hold it for another 4.9. Make them come get you is the philosophy, and Schultz is at the line. Just amazing when you look back at St. Ignace, let's just say since 2000, but heck, even since, 2010, they just do not lose to teams from the UP. And they don't lose to Class D schools ever. 56-53. They're trying to close in on another one. 3 from Therms, no good. Big rebound by Fox. Poked away, went and got it. And Christy Therms will call her final timeout. It is a full timeout. right, Ingles. Up in the face on defense. That's what she wants. Don't watch. Don't let them shoot. Saints up by 3. Doug Ingles, meanwhile, a different message to the huddle. He's thinking about offense. When they get it back, how they can run time. It's going to be Guiled. Fox. Story. Therms. No Bennon here. Half court inbound for the Panthers. Story will do the duties. 56.5 to go. 56-53, Lady Saints. Stolen. Schultz fouled immediately. And now one of the very best in the state can keep doing work at the free throw line. And if Schultz makes one, which is almost a guarantee, St. Ignace could think about fouling to prevent a three-point shot. She missed it. Rebound to Guiled, and she was fouled. Arm was hooked. Only the 15th foul on the Saints. Full court pressure. St. Ignace is playing a full court man-to-man, but they're also keeping an extra player in the area to help trap Guile. Circles back. Story. 3-ball. Got it! Oh, Lizzie Story with 40 seconds left. Ties it up. Schultz crosses half court. Asks for the timeout. Saints have 2. Doug Ingles says you're fine, and there's the timeout. 27.7. Lizzie Story's triple in the final minute has tied it up. $27.7 when the Saints have it. They will have it on the far sideline just across half court. They will have one more timeout. One shot is the message coming from the St. Ignace huddle. We got 4 on the bench. We'll see who gets designated as the 5th out of the timeout for Pickford. And remember, St. Ignace is in now the double bonus on the next foul. They'll shoot 2. So even if there's a foul, Pickford, he can't be too aggressive defending the inbound to pick up a foul because it's 2 shots. I would expect Schultz. That's a no-brainer. She'll probably hold high topside, wait for a weak side curl on a 3 or an isolation drive. Look for the shot somewhere around 8 to 10 seconds. Schultz comes to the middle, resets. She'll clear out. Now comes the cut for the triple. No, they're just going to go straight ISO. She'll back it out. Frazier's going to sneak out the other side. No. 10 seconds. Schultz lost the handle. Almost thrown away. 5 seconds. Timeout, Saints. And they will get it back at half court. Schultz on the drive. I will tell you this, she had the left-handed layup all day. Lost it on the way up. Pickford frantically throws the ball too far across half court. Saints get it back. 5 seconds to go. Both teams out of timeouts. $56-56. 5 seconds. Half court on the far side. Jeff Clark, the official, will do the inbound duties there. just across the white line for the volleyball court. If I'm Pickford now, put my coaching hat on. I think you leave the inbounder alone and you double team Schultz. I would also stick somebody on Frazier. She's going to come all the way back. Schultz is going to come out to the corner. They denied her. She catches. 4 seconds. Double team. Step through. Oh, are you kidding me? Schultz beats the buzzer. I thought it was a travel. Game over. Allie Schultz falling to the floor, flips it up at the buzzer, and the Saints escape Pickford 58-56. You can't go back there. And that situation, and add a travel or a foul, all you can do is count the shot or not. And the shot was good off the glass. Schultz, the All-Stater, the Division II prospect, flips it up and in with under a second to go. And by the time it hits the glass and goes in, an unbelievable performance by both of these teams. It hit the glass, it drops through, and it hits zeros for Pickford. And this one is going to sting the Panthers for quite a little bit. They were calling it the game of the year when it was scheduled. The hype is built all day long. But in the end, both teams deliver a classic here. Saints 58, Pickford 56, Allie Schultz at the buzzer. Lady Saints win. That is going to do it tonight for us here from Pickford. Steve Stithler producing. Dan Hardenbrook, thank you for joining us. Coverage tonight courtesy of O'Connor's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Skinner's of Pickford. And, of course, the Pickford Public Schools. Final score one more time, Saints 58, Panthers 56.